truck and I like to get drunk. Wanna hold your ass tight like a pair of Levi's. Oh, and I still love that music of Billy Ray Cyrus. Life just can't get off on titties and vaginas. If you want a strong nut, meet me here in my truck. Don't be shy, open up a honky-tonk butt fuck. Don't be shy, open up a honky-tonk butt fuck.
Tunes
and brews.
and brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listen to tunes.
Listen to tunes.
Drinking some brews.
Drinking some brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listening to tunes.
Listening to tunes.
And drinking some brews.
And drinking some brews.
What they say, satisfying.
That's what dead skin on top. Speaking of dead skin, hi, and welcome to Dudes,
Tunes
and Brews.
Brews. Yeah, all right. Hey.
That was a pretty welcoming and calm introduction.
Yeah, well, when we talk about dry skin, you know, people.
Psoriasis.
Oh, dude. Psoriasis sucks.
Psoriasis should start with an S, not a P.
Yeah. Yeah, it should.
Let's leave the P out of psoriasis.
But maybe it's got something to do with the psychosis that comes from it, from always having to scratch the dry skin. And you're like, I need steroid cream, Linda Ronstadt.
I mean, what's up with silent letters? Were people just like trying to decide how to write a word and then they just couldn't decide? So they just,
I'm thinking it comes from a translation from maybe like Latin words, versions. And a couple of guys came in a room, they're like, hey, let's compromise on the spelling here. And they didn't really, they just started drinking. And at the end of it, they're like, oh shit, we got to turn in this paper.
Did you say drinking?
Yeah, I did.
I got this little cooler here.
Hey, wow, let's try to figure out some words here.
There's stuff in there that we can drink.
So the MGD, we're switching it up, huh? We're going the full flavor.
Well, yeah.
So what we'll call the Miller full flavor.
I just got the tall boys this evening.
Nice work. Where'd you go? The go-to?
No, I went to the one by the White Castle on Shelby. Payless, I think, maybe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's often overlooked.
Nice.
The prices are a little high, but they're cold.
Yeah, that's great.
But let's use these mugs here.
So you're going with the did you get the 6-pack, tall boys?
12.
12. All right, and what'd you say, like $8.99?
No. The 12 there was $13.99.
Oh, they're tall boys too. What am I thinking?
And the High Life tall boys were $12.99. So they're like $1, $2 different.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And don't you have a bag of something?
I do have a bag of something. What we talking about? These here are citrus fruits. When life gives you lemons, and I do mean lemons, because I got about 40 of these bad boys.
Damn.
You slice them up, you share them with your buddy, and you put them in some brews.
And we're gonna...
So once you grab yourself a wedge there, we'll just drop it in these brews here. I've been dropping them in my Miller High Life bottles this week.
Nice.
I like to shove it in there, and then you turn it upside down, and then when you turn it back up, anything can happen. And I've gotten shot in the eye, sometimes it'll foam over, sometimes it's anticlimactic.
Okay.
So it's fun. It's kind of like a Russian roulette of fun.
My thing this week has been big ass beer mimosas after work.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll have 2, maybe 3 tall boy beer mimosas, and they're pretty damn good after a long hot day.
Well, it's nice to freaking introduce some citrus fruits into your beverages. It seems like it's more,
We're gonna prevent scurvy one way or another.
Hell yes. You're damn right.
Cheers to that. Oh, crack that brew.
Oh yeah, crack it. I feel like sometimes, I don't know, this summer I feel like I've been on an underwater sea adventure because of all this humidity.
It has been very humid already.
And so I've been feeling like a captain on a ship.
And it's supposed to rain for the next 5 days.
Oh yeah, all right.
All weekend.
I love it. Tomorrow is actually my birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
Thanks, dude.
I didn't get you anything.
All right, you got me this brew.
Facebook hasn't told me it's your birthday yet.
I don't know what's going to happen with that. I usually turn my phone off for 48 hours, go back and check it, and then I'm like, hey, they remembered.
I hate that people are like, happy birthday. Well, I haven't talked to you in 20 years. So why do you give a shit?
Yeah, it's an interesting time.
Facebook told you.
Yeah, it's an interesting time we live in because Facebook has really killed a lot of things, like wondering what people are up to.
Yeah.
You know, or the ability to reunite has kind of been deadened. I don't know. Like you hear about a lot of these like 20-year reunions. A lot of people don't show up because they're just like, I already saw it.
Right.
She's not hot anymore. That's why I was gonna go.
Well,
check
what's that old adage? Familiarity breeds contempt.
Yes. Good point.
Probably why I hate people now.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're out and about, like off on your own, you just come out into society. You're like, I'm going to the city.
There
Going
you
to the
go.
city is exciting when
You
you're
run into someone you haven't seen in 10 years.
like, holy
"Hey!"
shit! Oh goddamn! Look
Now
at you.
it's like, oh fuck, you keep posting pictures of sandwiches. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I've seen how many times you've been divorced, Rick.
Right. Rick.
Yeah.
What a loser.
Yeah, man. And then, or sometimes you find out that they're dead.
That's always the worst when you see them in the street and it's like, oh, you're dead.
Ugh,
How do you play that one off?
sorry. Like, well, I don't delete anybody that dies on my Facebook, anyways.
I don't delete anybody either. I just don't add a bunch of people. Like I got a whole slew of friend requests and I'm like, I haven't talked to you in 20 years, so nah.
Yeah, it's an awkward vetting process, you know. For me, it's like you always have the friends that you find at, like you'll run into somebody at a party or something, and then they're like, hey, and they'll get you on there, you're like, all right, we just met up, we kind of reunited, I guess now's your chance. But other times, if you haven't seen them forever, and it just seems like it's because you're a friend of a friend,
Or like it's the other way, like you haven't seen them forever and you meet up, you're like, oh cool, yeah, add me on Facebook. Yeah, oh, cool, man, my old cool friend, add me on. And you find out they're a complete douchebag now.
yes, dude, womp womp.
Womp womp.
Well, back to phrases real quick. Before we came out here, Harlos and I were talking about too many choices,
Paradox of choice, I call it.
and I call it freaking. I don't even know what I call it.
Ah, shit. What was it?
Oh shit! What do I call it? Optional paralysis.
Paralysis.
Yeah. So it was the same thing. You got paradox of choices and optional paralysis.
Yes, well, in example, Hulu and Netflix, I personally will sit and scroll for like 2 hours without picking anything to watch because there's too many goddamn choices.
Just queuing shit up for an eventual day.
Right.
Yeah, that's
why
basically
TV
me.
when we were growing up was great because I mean I had plug in the wall.
Turn it on.
You got 16 channels, and you hope that good one's bleeding through on the scramble.
Yeah, you get lucky sometimes. And it's like, I think back when we went to school, you had more of a set pattern to your day,
Right.
you know, and that's where when you get home at 3:30, you knew, shit, I better go turn on the TV, Power Rangers is coming on.
Damn right.
Where now you're like, I can watch Power Rangers anytime I want.
You can watch the
All of
Power
them.
Rangers from our childhood anytime you want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, if I want to go check it out, you know. And then they try to, like, build into the nostalgia of things.
Right.
Like, hey, there's, you know, they're going to start streaming the original stuff. And you're like, if I really wanted it, I could have gone and found it anyways.
The worst one is, oh hey, they're rebooting this old thing you used to love.
Yeah.
I hate reboots. Just stop.
The only reboot that I consider a reboot that I think is genius is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think that is one of the greatest comic book movies of all time.
Is it a reboot though, or is it
I
just
feel
another
like
cash grab for the comic book genre?
I think it is because it's got Spider-Man, but it's got Spider-Man in every type of dimension. So the main Peter Parker dies off, and this kid Miles Morales gets bit by a spider. Same situation. It's a little less.
Whoa, Peter Parker getting bit by a red. Okay.
Right.
Who? Why are they not controlling these damn spiders that
They're
go
just-
around biting people?
I don't know. I think that's really the main thing that they're talking about.
If they inject a critter with radioactivity, you best be keeping it under control. Wuhan. What?
Yeah, right. Yeah, get your bats in the cages.
Oh.
But yeah, a radioactive bat. That would be interesting. That's what I want. Well, you know,
Wouldn't it suck though if you did get bit by a radioactive bat and like the only thing that like the only attribute you got was the fact that you love to eat mosquitoes.
Oh, that'd be great. Cause then you could just, I don't know. It depends on how would you get the mosquitoes.
I don't mean like an optional, ooh, mosquito. I mean like you have no choice but to eat mosquitoes. Like we're sitting here, and then oh shit, I gotta go eat mosquitoes.
How would you capture the
More
mosquitoes
of
as
a
a human?
compulsion. It's a good question.
That seems like it would be so tedious.
I guess you would have like bat speed.
How tedious though? You'd have to be like, would you use like fly paper?
It'd be even worse if you're a lazy bat and just sat there and waited till they landed on you.
Oh, dude.
But hey, you gonna eat that mosquito, bro?
That'd be, yeah. Oh, dude, you want,
Hey,
sorry.
Brian.
Now you think you got everybody's blood and you're like, if you're taking them off people, you got their blood.
You have so many herpes.
Oh, dude. All because you have the compulsion to eat mosquitoes.
So many herpes.
So little time. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Hello and welcome back to PBS. You know, if those of you just joining us, this is the quarterly pledge drive that we're doing tonight. We're going to be doing something special. We're going to forget about the 60s rock and roll flower power movement for a little while, and we're going to focus on somebody we lost this year, someone near and dear to many people. That's right, comedian Duff Steele. If you're not familiar with Duff's work, we're going to roll some footage here tonight because we're bringing back something out of the archives. One of Duff's greatest performances when he was live in Tucson. Yes, it was a great performance, and if you're not familiar with Duff, he was up there with the greats, George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder, Bob Newhart, all the great guys. So let's go ahead and roll a little bit of that footage to show you what your pledge can get you this evening.
Good to see everybody out here tonight, especially you. Never met you before, but handsome. Handsome for a woman. So yeah, I come out here a lot. I like the burgers and fries. You people like burgers and fries? Yeah, delicious. So my brother, he works at Burger King, right? You'd think he'd give me a discount. That son of a bitch, he barely even looks at me. He acts like he doesn't even know who I am. I go there, he's like, can I help you? Yeah, give me the number 2s. Thank you for big fries, huh?
Now here's some more of that footage.
It's good to be back here again in Two-Stump, Arizona. All right. We got one person back there. Gets it. A little hot for me, though. Yeah, I tried to kill myself a few years ago. Put my head in the oven. Way better than this place, I'll tell you that much. Woo! It is hot as the heathens out here, right? Right? Okay. So, as you all know, we're here for the kids. We're out here for the kids, trying to make the money.
Geez, that was great, wasn't it? I know that was some of my favorite material from Duff's stand-up repertoire. Anyways, Duff wasn't just a comedian. He was a human. He was a philanthropist. He was compassionate. We have some actual vintage photographs here we'd like to show you. Bobby, go ahead and roll those photographs across the screen there for the viewers. Ah, yes, there's old Duff right there, entertaining the troops in Vietnam with Bob Hope. And this is about 1985, sharing the stage with none other than Richard Pryor. And one of my all-time favorites, his mentor, George Carlin. So they went to school together. Call now while supplies last. Pledge at the $60 level and you'll receive the DVD, Live in Tucson, unrated Duff Steele. It will be yours to keep and treasure, and will also make you a member. And we're back.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody.
Clap your hands.
What was that, the Rivers of the Nerds? Clap your hands, everybody.
Everybody, clap your hands.
That's all
Dude, Poindexter, that guy is in so much shit.
Yeah?
He does not look like that, though. Hold on a second.
Well, I guess I'm here on my lonesome, just hanging out and being here. So, yeah. Did you catch the last episodes? We put a couple of them on there. There's a few of them on there. In fact, you should stop watching this one and go watch that one. No, I'll be right back.
I just learned I can juggle 2 oranges while wearing these purple shades. It really makes them glow. Yeah. All right. Seems Harlow Santana has gone off to deal with some things, and right now we're gonna sit back and watch nature as the sun sets. This stinks. Anybody hear any good jokes? That's hilarious. What are your favorite citrus fruits? Let us know in the comments below. Hey, welcome back, Carlos.
Oh, thanks. Boy, are my arms tired.
Oh.
Right there, we should cut it and do like a please stand by. All right, and we're back again.
I tell you, the cicadas are crazy.
How crazy are they?
They're so crazy, they go...
Oh, good lord. Obviously, we need to drink some more.
Yeah, like, what do you got? You want to put some orange wedges in your next one?
Yeah.
Cool. I just opened this one myself.
You finished yours already?
Yeah, I was a little thirsty. I just got rid of the kids.
No, I love my kids.
Yeah, I love my kids. I love your kids. I love kids.
I got lemon and lime, or lemon and orange now.
It's like, what do they call those, the big bathtub parties?
Damn, that,
Well, there's still a fruit and, like, clear liquor.
Harry Buffalo? Sangria, one of the two.
It's Harry Buffalo, I think. I think you're right, yeah.
You put it in a cooler with one of those spigots.
That's crazy. You don't actually fill up the bathtub?
I mean, I've heard of that, but I've never been to that kind of party.
Yeah, because, I mean, you really got to trust that somebody cleaned that tub.
Yeah, when I experienced it, it was in a big old school igloo cooler.
Wow.
With the little plug cap that you just pull open, and then you can spill it in your cup and replug it.
That's great.
So what are we doing today? Like nothing? We're just beating the heat, really.
We're just beating the heat. Freaking sitting around this fire pit.
You don't have a fire going tonight because it's too damn hot, and I didn't feel like making a fire.
No, I don't blame you.
So we're just drinking cold beers.
Just hanging out. I'm on vacation still.
I'm officially on my weekend, so I'm getting some fun in now because tomorrow I have to go to a child's birthday party.
Ugh.
And then it's going to rain all weekend.
Is it an outdoor event?
It's supposed to be. So we'll see how the weather holds out.
But yeah, that's what you're saying. I haven't really been watching.
Well, I mean, my guy Jim O'Brien this morning said thunderstorms all weekend and probably till Thursday. He also said that this dust storm happening going on. He's like, they're all talking big about it. They're like, what do you think, Jim? And he was like, it happens every year.
That's crazy. It's like they just gotta zone in on certain things and give it a name.
Yeah. I mean, people have known about these dust storms for years. I mean, I was telling Froman, I watched a documentary about a year ago about exactly the same thing. The dust from the Sahara and the Middle East and Africa and shit, it wads up, follows the jet stream, crosses the oceans, and gets deposited usually in South America, and that's why the rainforests are so fertile.
Fertile.
But this year, the jet streams, I guess, has taken a more northwestern direction, so it's coming more towards the United States. And, you know, we need more distractions in our everyday life, apparently, so they're making a big hubbub about it.
So the murder hornets, do they travel the same jet stream?
I don't think the murder hornets existed, but it does make me wonder. that the murder hornets killed themselves?
Like Pizza the Hut.
No, like Epstein.
Oh shit!
What did the murder hornets know about the Clintons?
I'm telling you what, they know something. They probably the Clintons been traveling that jet stream. That's what's up.
Yeah, the pedophile island. Oh.
So yeah, with Pizza the Hut,
Pizza the Hut.
he you've seen Spaceballs, right?
Of course.
He eats himself to death at the end.
That's right. That's the kind of combination of moron would have on his luggage. That's like one of the best jokes. Oh, Mel Brooks. Bless be Mel Brooks.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing, dude. Mel Brooks and Lloyd Kaufman. You have Trauma films.
Mel Brooks needs to write a new movie to poke fun at everything going on today, so everyone can just chill the fuck out and have a laugh.
I wish.
And quit taking themselves so goddamn serious.
Who's the Mel Brooks of today?
There is none.
That's sad.
No one can be Mel Brooks today.
Dave Chappelle almost was.
Dave Chappelle almost was. Speaking of black people,
Go on.
the guy who voices Cleveland on Family Guy and the Cleveland Show, I just saw this tonight. He put out a tweet saying that it's a big long-winded thing. Like, it's been my honor for 20 years to voice the character Cleveland. It's been a great time, but I feel I should step back now because characters of color should be voiced by people of color.
Yeah, that's becoming a resounding
He's
thing.
riding the coattails of, cancel culture. But it just makes me wonder, it was okay for 20 years? 20 years, come on now.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more going on with it than what we know, because the deal with that, with voices, if you're portraying a character of color and you're doing it in a way that, as the character, not in a way, in a mocking way,
Right.
you're just acting.
Yes.
And I was surprised to find out that it wasn't a black guy doing the voice of Cleveland. Just because of that. He
Well, I
never
knew it
poked.
wasn't.
Once I found out, I mean, it's been years that I found out, because I found out the other voices he'd done. It was like, wow, this guy's great. But I was really impressed with the fact that he never really poked fun at the fact that he was a black character.
That's the point of being a voice actor.
Yeah, you're just playing a
Find
character.
the character, and that's it.
But that's happening throughout quite a few different series right now.
Yes, there was a couple animated films on Netflix. The couple of white chicks were like, "Oh, we gotta stop doing this."
What's her name? The one from Veronica
I
Mars.
can see her face in my
Yeah,
brain.
she was, and she did the voice in Frozen. I forget her name. She stepped back because of it, and then the voice of Missy on Big Mouth was in that first one. She stepped back. As far as I'm concerned, whatever. It's their choice. If there's not enough voice jobs in Hollywood for black people, I apologize on behalf of Hollywood. Even has nothing to do with me. But all I'm saying is, I think that let's just get better entertainment. If this is where we're at, the wall we hit, if black people have something to prove and they can be great voice actors, let them be great voice actors. Who's the greatest voice actor of all time? What's his name? I almost said Carl Winslow. No, the voice from freaking Police Academy. Motormouth.
Winslow.
No, it's something Winslow.
Or what? Jonesy.
That dude's the best.
That was his character on Police Academy.
He is the absolute greatest voice actor of all time.
I want to say Michael Winslow.
I think you're right, Michael Winslow. That sounds right.
I think so. But he is great.
I mean, he's up there with one of the greats. Another great one, obviously, is Mel Blanc.
Oh yeah.
From back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I feel like he could have done a character of color, but it would have been risque then, though, because they were kind of being.
Well, he did. Like back in the day, he did like Indians and Mexicans and all that kind of stuff.
And he did it cartoonish fashion, but it was being satirical.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not one
I
to
don't know
preach
either.
any of
This
that.
whole what's this world coming to?
You know what? We need more Looney Tunes.
We definitely.
And if people of color or any ethnicity or gender or whoever has got a great voice that can make great voices happen, freaking do it. Because I appreciate that medium more than anything else.
Right. I
That's
think
how
a
I
lot of
feel.
it boils down to nepotism. All these people get these jobs because they know people that are already high up, so they just
Oh
give them the
yeah,
jobs.
I think that's definitely Hollywood and a half, dude. Hollywood is like the politics of it
Yes,
all, you know,
yeah.
like of that world. They have. I go back to older movies because I like to revisit a lot of older films, and I start to see people that are famous now or are still doing their thing. I'm like, they've been playing that guy, that random dude to the left for years, and then they finally get their cut, and it's
Right.
just. they've been using the same people for so long.
There's a lot of guys like that in the 80s, like villain type guys.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's that guy. And then another movie, it's that guy.
Which I love that guy.
That guy's great.
That guy's great. But then when it's that guy for 40 years and nobody else seems to be able to have the opportunity to be that guy.
I want to be that guy. Give me one good that guy.
Yeah, at least an extra in something. Would you want to be an extra in something?
I'd totally be that guy eating sandwich in the corner. Yeah, I'll be that guy.
If you got in on the credits, that's all that matters.
Right.
I just went in on the credits. And one snippet. Like, give me 5 seconds of screen time and a name on the screen. Bam. That's it.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Boom. Yes.
That's all I need.
Boy, I'm telling you what. This is the most political we've gotten on DTV.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it or not.
On camera.
Good thing we can edit this out.
Yeah. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, it's interesting.
Anyways, I mean, the world we're coming to. So I need to go grocery shopping this weekend. That should be fun.
What are you going for? The big load, or is it the...
I don't need a big load. Not like she does.
Yeah, I
But
tell you what.
I need a fair amount of stuff.
Okay, all right.
I'm running out of staples. Pantry staples.
But could you make pancakes still?
I got 3 boxes of pancakes. That was my COVID rations.
Okay, all right. So are you going to pour them all together, consolidate, shake them up, and then create a new batch?
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. But no, I haven't thought about that. They're still in the box. I haven't used it.
Oh, they're brand new, never been opened.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Got a fresh bottle of syrup too.
Dude, I ran out of my syrup. In the middle of making pancakes.
That's a bitch.
Yeah, but we got creative. I did not realize how good strawberry freaking jelly is. And then you wrap it up like a nice thin
Like a
pancake. Dude, just like a crepe.
Throw some brie in there. We got a French breakfast.
Booyah!
That does sound phenomenal.
Booyah! It's so good. Yeah, a little bit of brie. Oh man, that would be
brie's
great.
so good.
I love cheese and fruit. That's a freaking American staple.
I love cheese.
I guess the cheese on apple pie thing was like the deal, and then somebody just forgot it one day. And now you talk about it, you're like, that's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, it used to be the thing, and I heard about it. I think I heard about it on the movie Taxi Driver.
Oh yeah, I've never actually seen that movie.
Really?
I would have projected.
Oh, you need a place that does not have many people around.
Really? Like isolate myself?
No, isolate yourself. I mean like neighbors.
Is it loud?
It's pretty offensive. There's a scene where who directed that? I can see him. Ah, crap! He's got the big glasses. Scorsese. He directed it. And there's a scene where he's like in the back of the cab. He does a cameo, and he's just this weird guy. And you know, De Niro's Travis Bickle, the taxi driver. So he's just like, park here, and so he parks there, and then he's just sitting looking in this house, this apartment, and he says this very disturbing thing about shooting a part of a woman's anatomy with a very large pistol.
Yo!
And then there's a scene where Travis Bickle loses his shit and goes to kill all the people that Jodie Foster's character is working for, and it's very graphic.
Very interesting. The Joker movie was compared to that. Did you watch Joker yet?
No.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It really is. It's definitely an art house film of the year.
But I can see that. I mean, I remember, I saw snippets and previews and synopsises and shit. Definitely the story of a man on a downward spiral.
Just a sick individual in a world that sucks. It's just
Right.
fucking dumb. And then he just kind of finds a place of comfort in the madness. That's not really a good thing, but it's his. And then it's kind of got that twisted feeling of, is he making this all up?
Right.
That's what's great about the movie too. So as you're watching it, you're kind of getting this these pockets of potential lies or misinformation to himself, let alone the story he's telling. That the narrative isn't told that way with words, it's told that way with the experience through the film. So it's very cerebral. Cerebral.
Oh, movies.
Yeah, it's pretty
Speaking
cool.
of movies, I've been working on a screenplay.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
It's a telling of, it stars the dudes. It's a vehicle for us, basically. And we're both struggling stand-up comedians.
Okay, cool.
And so far, I'm 5 pages in. Some pretty good dialogue. Some pretty good dialogue.
Okay.
There's a part, I'm trying to remember how this goes, where your character is asking my character my name. and I says, how did I say it? I don't remember how I worded it. But the punchline is, I thought I was gonna have to fuck a dude. But it's pretty good. There's an angry prostitute who's looking for him.
Yeah, of course.
It's very Blues Brothers reminiscent with Carrie Fisher's character.
This is good.
But as far as I got so far, we have some banter, and then a prostitute shoots up the bar we're hanging out in, and then we run.
What is it do you think makes a good screenplay?
I don't know, because I don't dabble. This is just something I'm dabbling in.
Or in general, a film that you could carry, like a good cameraman is obviously a terrible thing to waste. You're
True.
the drummer of the movie.
Well, of course.
So who's a good cameraman? You know, in your eyes. Obviously, we had Radmir around for a while.
Radimir's the only filmmaker I know.
Yeah, it's pretty much fact. Yep, you're right. And well, he was in and out so quickly.
So quick. I had the pleasure of working on one of his films. I had my 5 seconds, a little more. I had like 4 lines. I was a politician, and I was an asshole politician.
Nice, you did that job very well. So did you? Did he release the film?
I think he was shopping it around to some like film. What's the things?
To the production companies?
No, like film contests.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like film festivals.
Festivals, yeah.
Yes. And he hasn't released it yet.
Damn. Shit, dude, that thing's been on the shelf for 2 or 3 years.
Well, I mean, he might have put it in some film festivals, but I don't know. I don't talk to Radimir, all that often. But we pop up on Facebook on occasion.
Yeah, we miss you, Radmir. If you're watching this, come home and let's film something. Even if it's like one of your awesome 3-minute films.
To Radimir.
To Radmir. If you like the cups that you're seeing before you, they are in fact for sale. They are custom made, and this is the Bizarro model. There's your other one there. It is a $8.99 value that you can get for $12.
That's right.
Also, the hat. I put that on the deal. I was wearing all Froman made swag last show, and I didn't even realize it till I was going back to looking through it. The hat, the rainy day field trip T-shirt, and then the mugs.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I'm all custom made, dude. And it's all words. Most of my stuff is like that Word World. What is that the name of that PBS show?
Word World.
Yeah, I love it. It's like duck, and it spells duck.
That was a really good show.
That was great.
When I first saw it, I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
But then my kid was into it, so I liked it.
He's like, it's not Weird World, Dad. It's Word World. He's like,
when words come alive, something. Word World.
Word World. That's hard to say.
It is. Ew.
Ugh. Yeah. So we're gonna try something new tonight as well. We're gonna do some karaoke
Later.
later. I'm gonna do the freaking projector inside, which is cool. I usually do it on the big old screen outside. I've gotten a little bit overzealous with that, I think. I want to start doing more art house stuff, like in garages.
That'd be cool.
With some chairs.
Chairs are nice.
Yeah, dude. People love movies with chairs. You'd never freaking believe it.
You can't beat a good chair.
I would really like to get some, you know what? I'm going to be honest here. I had 12 folding chairs that I lost in my divorce. And it's really bugged me to this day because I went over there, I dropped off the kids, and you know where those chairs were? Leaning against the house in twos. So 6 freaking rows of my chairs leaning against the house, just like hanging out. So I goes inside and I said, hey, what do you do with them chairs? She goes, don't worry about it. And I left.
I would have taken them. I would have said, you don't worry about this, and thrown them in my car.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what. But then you know what? Like, they were there for like 2 weeks, and then one day they're gone, except for 2 chairs.
Take them?
No, they're still sitting there.
Come on, Froman.
I did get to keep my big-ass table and my cool.
We should do a pledge-a-thon where we try to get Froman's chairs back.
Or just get me some chairs.
How much is one of them camping folding chairs? Like $10.
You can get a camping folding chair starting at like freaking like $750
Okay, $750.
to like
Let's extrapolate.
$200.
Let's extrapolate.
It's like a mattress.
$750. You need 12 of them. So that's 70.
Like $100.
It's like $100. So we need to raise Froman $100.
I just need some chairs, and you know what? And I just need a room to put those chairs, and we'll watch movies.
That's typically how that works.
Is this a bad thing?
No.
We could do karaoke, movies,
Extra seating for dinners, pizza parties, birthday parties.
Yeah, you could do pizza parties. You could do rum challenges.
Rum challenges.
You know, like you got 3 different rums.
Musical chairs.
Yeah, musical chairs with rum.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
If you lose, you got to go do a shot. I like that.
Sounds like you're a winner if you lose.
And then there's musical chairs on roller skates.
So basically, if you do it that way, musical chairs, if you're trying to get a seat, then you're just trying to prolong the amount of time that you don't get to drink.
Yeah, right. Because you know that
so
you're
there's actually incentive to lose a chair.
Ooh, but now you're all rum drunk and don't have a chair.
So you're just standing drinking rum. While some jackass is still sitting in a chair who's not drinking.
Yeah, that's true.
That's less booze for them.
But they get rum cake at the end. Whoever wins gets rum
there's
cake.
cake.
Yeah, it's got that Bacardi 151.
I thought I saw a balloon go across the distance. That was odd.
Where was it going?
I don't know. But speaking of odd, my cup is empty.
My cup is empty too, and it's filled with fruit.
So's mine. I guess it's a good thing I brought 3 of these out here.
Yeah, no joke, man. You're really looking out for the dudes tonight.
Well, last episode that we filmed, which we were premiering. Let's see, this is now, which premiered 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Live, technically.
Whatever. We drank Miller Genuine Draft, and we had a good time of drinking it in bottles. So I got it in big cans tonight.
I don't hate it.
Oh, I love it. It's good.
I don't hate it at all. We still haven't done Budweiser yet.
Because Budweiser sucks.
Well, the whole deal was the fact it's been so long. We haven't had just a regular ass Budweiser.
You know what?
And you know what? I lied. I actually had one the other day and it wasn't too freaking bad. It's a lager.
I guess we're just going to have to do it.
I did have one the other day. It was ice cold in a can.
I meant us. Well, that's the only way to have Budweiser, ice cold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like Pabst. Somebody was talking trash about Pabst. I'm like, no, wait. How will you drink it? Like, in a can. I'm like, you got to get it in a glass bottle, ice cold. Why are we even playing here? You have some class with your Pabst.
I tell you what was a good beer that I didn't think was going to be a good beer. Old Style.
Old Style is my second favorite. Dude.
That's a damn good. It's cheap too, right?
It's cheap. Yeah, it's High Life cheap.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why I play with it.
Brown
I
bottle
love
High Life.
I love Old
You know what
Style.
used to be cheap, but it's not cheap anymore? Honey Brown.
Oh yeah, it's like a premium beer now, dude.
It used to be like $6.99 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Cold.
Back when the Beer God was doing it. Beer God. You want 3. Yeah. Oh man, do you think Beer God would be offensive in today's culture?
He was just a tiki, wasn't he?
Yeah, but who was he representing? Who's the tiki? The Hawaiian culture? Is it just tropical or?
That's a
what?
good question.
I don't know, dude.
Let's ask Captain Cook. Just kidding, because the Polynesians killed him.
Ooh. Who was he?
Captain Cook?
Yeah.
He was a British naval commander who like went around imperializing things.
Oh, what a dick.
And he kept going to Hawaii and the Polynesias.
It's so strange, you know, because it's like you go to these places that are just naturally awesome, and you're like, yeah, now I'm gonna make you less awesome by
It's like,
putting
this is beautiful. I'm gonna shit on it.
Yeah, what's up with that? I get like making paths and things that people can utilize, like roads and shit.
Right.
But then whenever you just completely develop the whole place where it's no longer nature, it just
What I don't
seems so-
understand is the whole, let's take this land that we found, and make it like back home.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah,
if you
dude.
like back home, go the fuck back home.
Stay home, yeah.
Leave these people's home.
No, it's crazy. It is interesting. Because that's what's going to happen with... And that's every story ever. Every sci-fi tale is always
Right.
like them taking advantage of the system, trying to pollute some
Let's
sort
not
of
forget
territory.
Alderaan.
Yo, they just like, fuck you, Alderaan. Completely.
Right.
What an interesting thing that was.
I mean, goodness gracious.
Ugh.
to Alderaan.
We'll miss you.
Oh, we'll be right back. Oh man, those were some great old photographs, weren't they? That was a real blast from the past, as the kids would say. Anyways, got some numbers here. Let's see what we're looking at so far. Looks like Carol from Charlotte, she is pledged this evening. She has now become a member of this PBS affiliate. And she will be receiving the Duff Steel Live in Tucson unrated DVD. It's a treat. It's a gem. A great, great Christmas present. Not just for yourself. You can pledge $60 this evening and receive the DVD. Or you can pledge $120 reoccurring, become a member, and get two. That's right. Give one as a Christmas present and keep one for yourself. So let's go ahead and just flash the number across the screen here and show you what you can get with your donation.
Call now. Operators are standing by. When you pledge at the $60 level, you'll receive the DVD Live in Tucson, and will also make you a member. Thanks to viewers like you, this PBS station can continue to provide quality programming that you and your family have come to enjoy and expect. Now here's some more of Duff.
Anybody ready for some impressions tonight? Yeah, here's my impression of Matthew McConaughey as Jack Nicholson. Hey. Alright, yeah, alright. Hey, anybody like John Goodman? Alright, here, Rosie. Spot on, right? Oh, you like Cat Dog? I do that one. He's like, what are you, nuts? That's that little mouse. You don't know that. Little mouse. All right, you guys are great. Remember the kids.
Well, that's about it for us here. We've been at this thing about 10 hours now. We've raised quite a bit of money. Let's keep it going. You know, even though this show is about over, you can still keep calling, donate, become a member, get that reoccurring donation going, and you'll still receive the Duff Steel Live in Tucson unrated DVD. Great gift for you. Great gift for mom, dad, whoever you have who loves great comedy, who loves to laugh, maybe even cry a little bit. Duff Steel is the comedian for you. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
And we're back.
Yep, we are.
So what do you think with like Fox 59? What do you think they do whenever they go on breaks? Because they seem like they're always very powdered.
I bet like Scott Jones and Jim O'Brien are ripping on each other.
Yeah.
I bet when they go on commercial, Scott's like, hey Jim, penis.
They're total frat boys, aren't they?
Right. But like Scott Jones is total, because he's a bachelor. He's total frat boy, but I think Jim O'Brien's more reserved because he's married and has kids.
Oh yeah, Jim O'Brien. I'm trying to find his age the other day. I swear the guy is supposedly like 52 or some crazy number.
He doesn't seem that old.
No, he doesn't. But I've noticed he's got false teeth. Something's up with his teeth lately. It's like,
think so?
Yeah, I feel like there's something new with them. I might, you know what? I don't mean to be ripping on you there, pal. Your teeth are too perfect, Jim.
I like Fox.
Yeah, Fox is my
Fox
favorite.
59.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the other Fox. I've always been confused that's been the. What is it? Is that the freaking liberal side?
No, that's the conservative side.
Conservative side.
CNN is the liberal
Yeah,
side.
okay. I don't even know. I don't even know who's fighting who. I know one. They were both cable news networks where I passed through trying to get the cartoons. That's all they've ever been to me, for sure. And now with the world we live in with entertainment, I can just be like, oh, well, there's nothing on Hulu. I'm going to Netflix. Oh, I guess I'm going to Amazon Prime, which hasn't really been my third choice here lately. Amazon Prime's got some good stuff.
They've got some decent stuff. I started watching a show on Netflix the other night, that Space Force.
That is great.
Steve Carell, I thought it was gonna be funny, but it's like humorous funny.
Yeah, no, it's prolonging to be a full series. Like they're not trying to give you it all in one scoop. But I feel you for sure.
But you know, Fred Willard, who played his dad in the first episode,
Oh, he looks so rough.
he passed away after that episode.
Yeah.
They dedicated the episode to him, so it's like, well, that character's gone. I liked that dynamic.
I liked his character a lot.
He was definitely the comedic relief in a comedy that was trying to be a drama.
But he's still the guy playing the straight guy.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. He's the most. It's so cool how that works. He's the straight guy, but yet he's the one who's the most kooky.
Yes.
And the guy who, Steve Carell playing the general, 4-star. I like him.
I like it too, but I was a bit chagrined to know, Steve Carell is just playing another aloof, dopey style dude.
Yeah, but he's in a way of him being so sure of himself. I don't know. I like him. I think he's a true actor. I think he might be the Leslie Nielsen of our generation.
You might have a point.
Where he could actually be a serious actor if he wants. He's done it, and I liked it enough.
The thing that got me about Leslie Nielsen, I always knew him as Airplane and Naked Gun, and then when I was a kid, I watched Creepshow.
Yeah, that was the same way. That was the third thing I saw.
Danson, I was like, hey, it's that guy. It's gonna be great. And he was just like, I want to bury you and kill you. And I was like, what the fuck?
And it's creepy still. Like he's scary, dude. Yeah. I could hold my breath for a long time. Have you seen the series yet? That's on Shudder.
No, I haven't.
I'll have to let you check that out. It's good. It's a serial, or what do you want to call it? Anthology series where there's two 15-minute stories per episode.
Nice.
And then they just kind of go through with that format and stuff. It's pretty good. I think they had 8 to 10 episodes with their first season. I've only gotten through the first 6, but I've been taking it in stride. I didn't want to just, because I've been waiting 30 years for something of value that's Creepshow to pop up. Because I really like the first 2 movies a lot. And I like that comic book, animated comedy horror part of it. Because you don't get that a lot. It's either comedy or it's horror, but to get both, I just inhaled a bug. I just inhaled a mosquito.
Did you get bit by a bat?
My compulsive nature has changed. I must eat mosquitoes.
Oh, but yeah, good old Creepshow, man. Glad my dad let me watch that one.
Yeah, well, it's not vulgar.
No, it's
like, do you ever see boobs in it? I've seen that movie 10,000 billion times. I can't even tell you if there's any breasts.
I don't think there's any breasts in it.
So that's interesting, you know what I mean? Because it's mostly old school Hitchcock.
There's maniacal, murdery, white-haired guys. There's murdery creatures in boxes under stairs.
There's Father's Day.
Creepy dudes who are afraid of bugs, who get eaten by cockroaches.
That was my least favorite story. It's
okay.
Was a dick, though. Yeah, he really was. And I think that's my least favorite tale.
Me too.
It's
my favorite? The Thing. The creature under the stairs.
Oh, you like that? Dude, his wife was such a bitch, dude. She's and he
she had it coming.
She really did. You've seen some photos of her. She's actually really attractive.
Who?
She's like old school attractive. His wife and that. I don't remember the actress's name. But she's really a good looking chick. But back then it's like I don't know, it's just a different dynamic with women and attractiveness back then. They could be homely, put on a little makeup, and then you'd find out that they were like from head to toe, like had something going on.
That's true.
She was one of those.
Like Delta Burke. Ooh.
Who's Delta Burke?
You remember that shitty show called Designing Women?
I remember the show, but it just seemed like a lot of hair and makeup.
Delta Burke, I had a show before that, I think. I forget what it was called, but she like owned a baseball league or baseball team or something.
The movie?
No,
League of Their Own?
It was a show.
I don't know that show. That's crazy. Now I have to look her up. I don't even know where my phone's at. I think I left it inside.
I don't know where mine's at either. I guess we don't need it.
This brew is really good.
Oh, it's so good. One thing that would make it better is if it was in a cooler packed full of ice.
Yo.
That's why they went down so easy, 2 weeks ago.
Because they've been cooling and chilling for 8 hours or something crazy.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
The next day, I came out here like in the afternoon, and the cooler had been here all night. And I'm pretty sure the lid was open. There was still ice in that son of a bitch.
Dude, no joke. I thought it would be cool if we could somehow get on a way to take a cooler of beer, like freaking 12 to 24, and just somehow travel legally,
Right.
like on a bike or whatever clever, and maybe go through Fountain Square or somewhere like that and just interview people and have a beer with them. Like, hey, are you 21? You know,
I
check
thought of that
credentials.
the other day about doing something like that, but have a little kiosk set up, excuse me, where you make people try beer mimosas.
Dude, what's the legality on that? How do you do it?
I think they opened up the drinking laws downtown when we had the Super Bowl. Hey, Hummingbird.
All right, things fast.
When we had the Super Bowl downtown, I think they made it legal to actually open carry alcohol, not guns, on the streets in Minneapolis.
That'd be great, dude.
I think that happened because after the Super Bowl, me and Brandy were downtown, and there was people walking with beers, and I was like, "What the hell?" She's like, "Oh, you can do that now." And so we walked to Con's Spirits, and I bought a tall beer, and I drank it walking through the streets, and I felt weird.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, yeah, for sure. That sounds great, though. That's my dream. Why can't we just walk around drinking beer? Then I'm not going to be
There's
driving.
a lot of on locations I'd like to do. One I want to do would be like a shorter episode. Well, however long it would take us to drink a 6-pack. Just walk down the railroad track, drinking a 6-pack, just chatting.
Sounds good. We can do anything.
What kind of episodes do you want to see here on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, tell us.
Or email us at dudestunesandbrews@gmail.com.
Tell us. We're taking suggestions.
Maybe we can come to your house.
Or a neighborhood near you. We can set up a kiosk.
If your mom's home, you should know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you want to make sure there's a parent there.
Right. You gotta have supervision.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Especially with the dudes around.
if you got a finished basement,
We're more like the Cat in the Hat. If your parents aren't around, it's even better.
yeah, but we'll make sure you clean the place up before they
gotta
go.
clean. I'm not cleaning up shit.
He's like, all
I
right,
work all
peace.
day, and I got kids. I ain't cleaning up your shit.
By the time we leave, there's like freaking jelly sandwiches on the walls and stuff. But the pizza has been eaten.
All of it, even our crust, because we're good little boys.
I love the crust. And the people are like, I'm not gonna eat my crust, but I'm gonna order breadsticks.
Right? It's like, you stupid Brenda, just order a cheese sauce. You're good to go.
Make sure you got breadsticks.
It's not the same.
Oh, when Brenda gets drunk, dude.
Oh my god. Lights go out, things happen.
You know, Frank said he saw her pissing in the trash can the other
I
day.
believe it.
Dude,
Frank's the authority on how she behaves.
Dude, yeah, but she was pretty rough. She just right there in the trash can.
In the office?
No, the one in the back room behind the office.
Oh.
You know that place is like a slop sink anyways.
Yeah, the storage closet.
The roommate had
I thought I was the only one that pissed in there.
No, I guess she must have followed your scent because she was pissed drunk. Or like legit pissed drunk.
Wait, she was pissed drunk at work? But why is she in the office? We're at home working.
I don't know why she was here. Frank is the one that said she was over. I think she's trying to get some paperwork or something.
Confused.
Now, Brenda was in the office grabbing something. You gotta talk to Frank about it.
Wait, was this recently? Because Frank's been dead for a minute.
Oh my god. Really?
Yes.
I've been talking to Frank all week on the phone. Who the hell have I been talking to?
Bum, bum, bum. We'll be right back.
Josh from Dudes, Tunes, and Brews here, and I'm going to be trying out one of my old favorite beers, one I haven't had in a very long time because until recently, I haven't been able to find it.
Ah, yes, the wonderful Mississippi Mud. It was my favorite black and tan for the longest time because it was, in fact, the very first one I'd ever tried. Oh, yeah, listen to that seal.
And now, the moment of truth. Hey, that's pretty good. Say I'd give it 4.25 brews. What about you at home? Let us know in the comments below.
And maybe we can sample one of your favorites in a future episode of Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're back. We're getting kind of tired of sitting here. We got other things we're looking to do tonight, and our beer cups have run empty, and there's more beer inside, so...
You know, we have a lot of fun here at DTB, talking, drinking,
riffing,
poking,
prodding, prying,
sometimes
lying, cheating,
when you're hanging out with your best bud, you want to film it and share it with all your other buds that you may or may not even know. So that's what we do here at Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us here on Dudes,
Tunes,
and
Brews. All right. Oh, I love them so much. Josh and Harlow's, yeah, they're the dudes, and they're worth your follows, so go ahead and subscribe to pick you up when you're feeling blue. So chin up and let's all